Here in Brookhaven, there are these houses you can grab on the right that normally are amazing houses. But today I'll test with you several houses that are totally secret in Brookhaven that I doubt you've seen before. And for that I called this friend of mine who's really mad. For those who don't know, he hates me because he has this house and I have this different house. And here in the neighborhood where I live, the city is divided in two. And everyone here basically hates each other. This side of the city is one team and this other side of the city is another team. But you don't need to be mad at me because I'm your friend. So much that he got happy and he has to help me test the houses that were removed from Brookhaven and also secret houses. Guys, you can see that right here. Bob is literally building a wall to divide the city in two. But this is not turning out very good. Police officer, if you want, I'll do a better job. I can literally improve this. He said, then improve, because Bob doesn't even know what he's doing. Bob's really totally lost. First, you have to remove these walls. Seriously, help me, then I'll help you. So much that the walls were removed. And now you have to place this item on the whole map. This item, for those who don't know, allows me to place items here on the ground. Because if I grab this item and then choose, for example, this house, and try to place it here on the ground, I won't be able to. On the right, it will appear this message saying that I can't, but I can place this item on top of this other item. So really this way, I'll be able to make a giant wall to literally divide the city in two. My friend's even going back here to his house. But police officer, you'll have to help me. You just have to place this item on the whole street, and finally I'll be able to test the houses that are totally secret from Brookhaven. And he agreed to do that. So he's coming here in the front, and he's placing this item on the street. This is really turning out good. This way he'll improve a lot this street from Brookhaven. And now I'll have to do my job. On the right, I'll grab this wall. That actually is a fence. Now I'll place this all over the map to literally divide the city in two. This is really turning out perfect. So much that the street ended up like this, and he'll have to remove the items he placed. Now he removed this, and the city's finally divided in two. The players are leaving here, and they just realized what just happened. Now you can't access the other side of the city anymore. Even this friend ended up arriving here, and now they're kind of safe because there won't be any more fights. But he's looking here. He said, I don't know why they hate each other. Look, from what I know, it's because of the houses. They have very similar houses, and because of that they hate each other. But I arrived at my house, and for those who don't know, I live right here, and I'll test with you the secret houses from Brookhaven, and also houses that were removed. But my friend ended up arriving here, and you have to help me do this. He said, I know a secret house. Follow me. Okay, I'll follow you. And for that, he'll drive my car. Now he's coming here in the front, and accidentally he's taking the police officer along with us. So he'll also come with us. But he's bringing me here in the front, and I don't know where he's taking me. But the car is really slow. So much that suddenly he started to speed up a lot, and now he just arrived here in the front. Look, this right here isn't a house. He said, it's a house. Why wouldn't it be a house? Wait, you're right. Guys, this is a real house, especially because this looks like a house. So it's a real house. I don't know why the police officer's here, and he shouldn't be here with us. But for those who don't know, this house has a secret version that was totally removed from Brookhaven. You can see that the house used to be like this, and it was one of the most beautiful houses of all because it wasn't destroyed. The trees used to be like this, but nowadays the trees are like this. And this is the house currently, and this is the house before. Before it was much better, and I don't know why, but this house was modified over time. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Right in this part, there's a secret thing, which is this code that's right here in this house. If I go to the first version of Brookhaven and see what's inside here, you can see that there's nothing. Here there's a fridge, and it's really weird to see this house without destruction in the game. But this isn't the only house that changed in the game. There were more houses that had modifications that I want to see with you. But he's looking here. He said, take me to the city. There's a fight going on. Okay, let's go to the city because we have to stop this fight urgently. So now I'm arriving here in the front, and this time I'll use the maximum speed to save as many players as possible from this fight. And guys, from what it looks like, there's a dance battle going on, and my friend's dancing here to defeat the player. But the dance he's using is a very powerful dance, so we can say that my friend ended up winning. Now he's laughing at him, and this player's really mad. So much that he started breaking the fence. Wait, you can't do that. The police officer's aiming this item, and finally he stopped doing that. He almost broke the fence to fight with my Roblox friend. I just wanted him to explain to me why they fight so much. Seriously, this doesn't make sense. We're all the same. He said, they're the ones who started the fight, and they think my house is horrible. Wait, is that why you're fighting? Look, that's a really weird reason. I think you should stop fighting. But he just ignored me and left here. He literally ignored me. It's really going to be harder than it looks to make this fight stop, because our neighborhood's really weird. Just because the houses are different, they keep fighting. But I came here to say something. Both of them are looking here, and I ask you to apologize to my friend, and these fights will finally stop. But he refused to do that and went back to her house. Guys, this is really awful. I don't know how I'm going to make these fights finally stop. He said, why don't you copy his avatar and apologize to your friend? Wait, that idea you had is really good. I'll have to copy a player's avatar, and then I'll apologize to a friend. But I don't know how I'm going to copy his avatar. His avatar's really specific. But I had an idea. Now I'm going up here, and I'll copy my friend's avatar, then I'll apologize to this player. And for that I'll remove my items. I'll put this code, then this code, now this code, and finally this one. Now I'm like this. So much that I'm arriving here at his house to apologize. He even noticed that I'm here. He said, "What do you want?" I came here to apologize, and now even he got scared. But I'll leave here, and I already said everything I wanted to say. And now I'm flying. So much that I changed back my avatar to normal, just to avoid problems. Now he's arriving at my friend's house, and it looks like he also wants to apologize. So much that he arrived here. He said, "I also want to apologize." Guys, my plan really worked. This friend of mine got scared, and maybe soon we'll be able to remove this wall that divides the city. But now I'm flying away to test more secret houses from Brookhaven. So I just arrived up here, but I don't know where my friend is. And actually, he's down here. So I arrived here, and let's test more secret houses from Brookhaven. So much that he's arriving here in the front, and I don't know which house he wants to test, because he arrived in the middle of nowhere. He said, "There's a totally secret house that was removed." Yes, I already know that, but I want to know what house he's talking about, especially because I'm curious. Now he's arriving here in the front, and he just arrived at the horse stable. I don't know why he brought me here, especially because this isn't a real house. He said, "It's a horse house." Wait, he's right. I just grabbed a horse, and I'll leave it right in this part so that this looks realistic. He just grabbed this horse, and now he's taking the horse inside here. This really turned out really cool. But for those who don't know, there's a horse stable that was totally removed from Brookhaven. This is the horse stable before, and you can see that there are things here that were removed. This horse stable is in Brookhaven, but this food warehouse was totally removed. Here there were several foods that were stored, so I'm arriving here exactly to see the foods that were removed. And many things were removed from here. I don't know why they removed this, since this was cool. Seriously, it doesn't make sense that they removed this. It would be amazing if it was in Brookhaven. This thing was also removed, and most of the things that were in the old version of Brookhaven were removed. And this horse stable looks very empty, especially because it's really very empty compared to what it had before. Now I'm coming back here in the car, and I want to test more houses that were removed, because really there are more, and also secret houses. Now I'll crash into this police officer's car, but I don't know whose car this is, because it's not the city police officers. There's also this car that's abandoned, and someone forgot the car there. But now I'm arriving in the city, and I want to ask the police officer if I can finally remove this fence that divides the whole city. And it looks like he let me remove this. Okay, on the right I'll press this button, and now everything was totally removed. There's no longer a wall dividing the whole city. And finally I'll be able to test the secret houses from Brookhaven. So much that even this player got happy. But I'll have to get my friend, and now this friend of mine's arriving here. They really became friends. But guys, on the right I'll grab a totally secret house, and this is the first secret house I'll test today, because today I'll test more secret houses. But now both of them are mad at me. They became friends, but now they're my enemies. He said there can only be 2 houses in the city. Change now. Look, I can't change house. So much that now I can only have this house, or even this other house. And this friend of mine's going to help me, but he also got mad at me, and now he's protesting. This is really weird, because even my friend got mad at me. So I'm running here, but they're chasing me. I'm being chased, and I don't know how I'm going to escape. But luckily the police officer arrived here, and now he saved me. Look, we have to run away. They're literally chasing me. I was just testing secret houses from Brookhaven, and now they're mad. But seriously, you have to get out of there now. So now finally he started to speed up here in the front, and we're really fast. This way we'll be able to test several secret houses from Brookhaven. The police officer really saved me. The only problem is that I'll have to grab a house really far away so that they don't know where I am. So much that he almost flipped his car. But on the right I'll grab a house here, and I'll delete my house. I just grabbed the same house, but on this lot, because here it's safer. And apparently the police officer's protecting me. Wait, but what are you doing here? A minute ago you were chasing me. He said I changed teams after they started chasing me. Okay, you're really weird. This house is a house that doesn't exist in Brookhaven. You need this game pass on the right to get this house, but this game pass doesn't exist. You can see that this game pass literally isn't in Brookhaven because it's super secret and few people have this. On the right there's also this other house that I can grab here in Brookhaven, and you can see that it's a giant house. This house looked really weird here, especially because here there's this tree, and the house ended up above the tree. But I'll carry him, and I'll literally fly away in Brookhaven like this. And so I arrived on top of my house, and now I dropped my friend. But look how weird this tree is. It's literally really close to my house, and it's blocking the view I have of the city. But this is really cool. So I'm coming back here on top again, but it's a little hard to come here. Perfect, I managed to get here, and we can't go back to that city anymore. So much that now these 2 players are coming here. Guys, I don't know why my friend's chasing me. He's literally my friend, and now he's coming here to destroy my house. Suddenly he got really mad. He said, "Wait, why am I mad at you?" And not even he knows why he's mad. Now he just decided to go back there to his house. But this other player's coming to my house, but it's going to be impossible for you to come here. So much that he's coming here on this ladder. Okay, this is really awful. Now he's climbing up here, but he's not going to be able to get here. He has to do this parkour to get up here. He even just arrived here, and this is really worse than it looks. Now he's climbing up here. He's literally coming, and this is going to be a problem because now we're in danger. But I already know what to do. I'll just fly away. So you just grab this item and now fly away. Perfect. He just flew away, and he's arriving exactly on this bridge. But actually he changed his path, and now he's arriving here in the water. I hope this works. But he's arriving here in the front and started doing a bug to fly farther away. He even for some reason grabbed a yacht. Now he just arrived here and he's aiming this item. He's really mad, and this is awful. He said, change house now. He just hates the house that I have. But now I'll fly away. I'm literally flying here and I'm arriving here at my friend's yacht. But now he just left here and I'll have to get in his boat while it's moving. Seriously, this is going to be really cool. I'll have to get in his boat. Okay, I'm arriving at the yacht and it really worked. I'm literally here and my friend's driving this. And this is really different. But there are more secret houses from Brookhaven. I just don't know where he's going. Dude, where are you going now? He's coming here in the front. So I teleported. And for those who don't know, there's this house that's secret. This other house is also secret. But if I arrive here at the hotel, there's this house on the right, which is the only VIP house from Brookhaven. This is literally the only house that's VIP. And you can see that this house is really different and also really luxurious. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the member button and I'll add you on Roblox.